All right. Hi, everyone. We wanted to give you a quick introduction to Kurent. And so joining me here is L.A. Walker. I wanted to just give you a little bit of an overview. So to start off with our current talk, our current topic, what inspired you to start Kurent, especially in 2020, right in the middle of a global pandemic and a recession and all of that?
Well, that's a great question. I think it's a great one to start with. I think really it starts with me personally at a point of personal growth, of being at a place of having something to say, having the experience personally and career wise to be in a point to have all those things come together to really be in that space to really launch something like Current. And I also feel like there is also the external things that are happening with COVID. I'm seeing the detrimental effects, the devastating effects that is happening with small businesses shuttering. Entrepreneurs are trepid and they're feeling like they don't have clear goals and alignment what they want to do, and then a lot of times they're not feeling empowered or even go forward with their initiatives. And then I also wanted to do Current now because a lot of times you got to be forward thinking, and I feel like this is a perfect time to position and be in a position to stop these things from happening in the future, and it takes time to get there. So I felt now, instead of being stagnant and pushing pause, I wanted to keep the play button, keep moving forward, and start something that can be substantial moving forward.
Yeah. What's better than the current time?
Yeah, I agree.
So, okay, question two. Tell us about your educational background a little bit and your career, kind of what got you here, and what gives you a unique perspective that can help people.
Yeah, and I think that's important. And on the paper side, I had my MBA, and during that time, I had opportunity to have some really experiential learning, working with real world clients, and getting a sense of marketing and marketing strategy and go to market strategy and how all that aligns, and prioritizing your constituents, and really getting a sense of how do you make sure you're aligned with what you're ultimately trying to serve, and making sure your ultimate customers are wanting that. Because essentially a lot of times as a marketing org, you need to tell people what they don't know. Like, you need to solve a problem. And I really felt that was something I really learned. And also with that transitioning, I had the opportunity to be in the tech space, which in this Portland area, it's a bubble. And I've been blessed and fortunate to be at some tech startups, and to have an experience from going from a tech startup and then now being at a public traded company that's worth billions of dollars, and seeing the different life cycles, and how and what it takes to go from that 1 million to the 10 million to the 50 million to now being at $1 billion of pipeline, and what it takes from a collaboration and a alignment and strategic standpoint to really do that. And I feel now with that, bringing that all together, having that perspective to really bring that knowledge and that perspective and that vision and that foresight with a unique millennial sprinkle in there.
Yeah.
To essentially
Well, tying all those strings together.
Tying all those strings together to essentially bring something new, to bring a new current, right? And I think that's why I'm tying it all together like that. So
Yeah, so I do think it applies to a lot of different industries as well. Some of the big picture thing, having the MBA and all those real world experiences, that gives that perspective not a lot of other people can have. So the third question then is, like, let's get into brass tacks. What does Current actually offer? What's the product here?
yeah, so offer product is it's a proprietary framework where it starts with a kind of a really thought out, really well prepared essentials of what it will take for you to be successful as a business, to operate. And it is tailored, though. It's not cookie cutter. It's not like cut and paste, and it's not completely just fluid of no matter what you come to the table, we can adjust. But it's very much a happy middle ground of being something that is a framework that is also customizable and works with you.
Right. So you work them through some different modules.
Yes, exactly. Different modules, and there's 4 of them. Optimally, we would like someone to go through all 4. Basing on whether it's alignment, your processes, your reporting, and then your growth strategy. But we also have the ability to, based on where you are in your customer life, in your life cycle, where you are in your business life cycle, essentially is we can work with you too to do hourly consultations to get you to ramp up to a particular point. So we're definitely trying to meet people where they are.
Yeah. Speaking of which, who's the ideal current client right now?
So I would say our ideal client right now is, a small business enterprise, aspiring small business that has a team, or that might have a new product that they're trying to launch.
Right.
They're trying to pivot with a new idea or new concept, or they're really trying to take that next step of growth, to take that next um, um, get their business to the next level.
Yeah. Open a new location.
Open
all
a
that sort of thing.
location. There are lots of things that kind of where you get to a point where you, as a small business, especially the entrepreneur, a lot of times you're really running off of your ability to be a leader and good at what you do. And a lot of times I fall back on the example of a cook who's amazing and makes amazing dishes. Every time someone comes to their house, people are like, you make a great food, and they try to start and open a restaurant, but then they realize that they're spending 10% of their time now in the kitchen, and 90% of their time has to deal with all the other things that it would take to actually make that restaurant successful.
Right.
And I think there's a huge opportunity and a huge problem, I think, to meet that opportunity to meet that problem with equipping small businesses and entrepreneurs with the tool set and the framework to think and be agile and be nimble, be strategic like the enterprise would be, because oftentimes the failures and the slips that come with those types of endeavors with small business enterprises aren't really the fault of that person. It is really a fault of not having the time or having the proper information or the framework to really give you the vision and the guidance to really capture the optimal efficiency of your business.
Yeah, definitely a lot to learn for a lot of people as they're trying to take their business to the next level of wherever that may be.
Yep.
So speaking of that, what's next on the horizon for Current?
So, I really feel like what's next on the horizon for Current is to continue to engage with the community, grow our awareness, work with clients, continue to foster and bring that knowledge and learning and disseminate that to you all and to the community. And, I really will kind of like point this and turn this a little back to you, Grady,
Yeah.
is, as the CMO, bring you on, is I really think, though, where do you think you see with the brand growing, and especially with something I would like to call KI?
Right. The intelligence side of it. That's one of the things that I really wish I could do, is to distill all the knowledge and the capability that you have, and bottle up that magic and kind of put it out there for people. So the next thing that I'd like to see is to build out our kind of knowledge database for people. So the more we can produce content that people can, however they like to engage with it, if they want to download stuff, and our go-to-market guide that we've been working on, and as well as upcoming workshops that we want to have people to get them introduced to high-level go-to-market strategy, whatever type of information that they need next. So just building out the ability for people to kind of tap in, whether it's they're going to go through a full Current engagement, or have some more individualized consulting hours, or be able to find the right kind of workshops, and just kind of knowledge nuggets that they can just grab what they need and work with it.
Yeah, I really feel like, I really feel like it's really important into like the intelligence part, and really helping disseminate and share that knowledge, and helping empower people to be the best version of themselves, to really get their businesses to get to where they should be. So I'm really excited about it.
Well, and so the next question then is, how can other people get involved, like especially with the partner network?
So yes, Current is, I want to say something, think of Current in connection, of the standpoint of, we really want to be mindful of and always seeing, in our ecosystem, as we're trying to work with our clients, and we're trying to really be considered, people who are connecting to help, whether matching people with needs with shops and agencies, and
Exactly.
with SMO, and really building that. Whether we can help you directly, Current can, and if we can't, we want to be those people that can point you in the right direction with someone in our ecosystem that can help you to get to and reach your goals as a business.
Yeah, so our network at this point, we have a number of different creative agencies and designers and website producers and SEO experts and various people who can we can work with and introduce to you to kind of grow out whatever side of the business needs to be grown out to take you to the next level. But there's always new needs and new gaps in that partner network. So to the point that we can connect good, really talented people, especially small businesses that have the same kind of values in the community, the same kind of values of openness and cooperation and transparency that we want to see more in the world. We want to keep connecting those people. So if that sounds like you, if that sounds like you're interested in being part of our partner network and getting involved in that way, we'd love to hear from you. So definitely go to our website, currentco.com, and fill out the form and just get in touch, and we'll follow up and just see how we can get you involved.
Yeah, and how we can get involved, whether with you as a client, with you in the ecosystem. If you feel like you're in line with what we're trying to do, the vision we're trying to really to manifest in the world in the future, we really want to work with you and part with you in the future.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it. Keep an eye out for the upcoming workshop. Definitely go to currentco.com, sign up, like I said. We'll put that link in the description below, so click through, find us, follow us on social media, throw us any of your suggestions or your questions, and we're looking forward to getting to know you better and meeting you. So
and we also always want to always be mindful and to be connected. So like Grady said, if you have anything, be mindful to check out our website. And more coming soon, though, we'll have our first downloadable asset, our go-to-market guide, that'll really kind of walk you through this and a concept where you can actually tangibly download this and soak it all in. Really excited for that. So be on the lookout for more coming soon. And thanks everybody for everyone that's been a part of this journey so far, and all the people that gave us all thoughtful input and gave us guidance to where we are today. And we're definitely excited for the things that are coming in the future for Current.